Yep, welcome back to another day recap or trade recap. Um, haven't been didn't post a video yesterday, um, so I'm gonna go through today and yesterday's price action, and yeah, we're just gonna go through it right now. So here we had yesterday day's low, or the day before yesterday. So Tuesday day low, and that was my target for today for that day. Now I did take a setup here. We had a 15-minute for value gap, and then scaling down to the 1 minute, we get a change in the state, and then I do short off of that. Stop was about here, and I was just targeting these lows here because that was the lowest hanging fruit. Actually, I think I'm not actually too sure where my entry was. In fact, we'll go on athletics. Yeah, so we had a short here. I suddenly bought instead of shorted, like, and then I just instantly like took that out, and then I placed a short. Yeah, this was the short. Well, like at market open, we dumped lower. We took out all the draws here. Now, the reason why I think that this might have failed was because we had already taken out a lot of significant draws. So these lows here, and these lows here. This is market open lows. Asia low, and then we took out London as well. Actually, we took out our pre-market, so yeah, we took out pretty significant draws. Targeting this low might have been just I feel like I had the FOMO mode in there. I feel like I had FOMO mode in there. My friend did tell me that like going for these lows is a sort of like stretching for a trade, and in a way I was itching for a trade. So, and I need to get off that mindset. So that was the short. Oh, the first loss that I took. I've been on a losing streak to these past few weeks, and thing is, like, the model, it wasn't even like, it wasn't bad. Like, this was really good. I really like this. It's pretty clean. It's just that the framework and the drawn liquidity isn't there. It's just, we've already taken out all of this. We've already expanded. We shouldn't really, well, not shouldn't, but like, I'll be asking for a lot to go for these lows here. And today we had taken out these highs here. I was bearish because we had this hourly SMT, and I was looking for this equilibrium to get tapped into. I was looking for equilibrium to get tapped into, and it didn't work. Now, I think the reason why it didn't work was because there wasn't any significant draws down here. So I'd probably, yeah, I'd maybe like, there wasn't really a reason to go short because of those draws. There wasn't a draw. These lows, like, I marked them out, but they aren't really significant, right? So that's why I feel like I've lost here. And this was the model. It was on the 5-minute. I actually initially took a 3-minute change in the state. So this 3-minute here. That's why my chart is kind of messy. I'll take out these. Yeah. Okay. So we had the 3-minute change in the state here. We had our more than 2-point inversion. And that just got completely run through. and then we took out the high here, and then we came down basically to nowhere. I don't know what we targeted here, but yeah, we got this 3-minute change, and I entered short there. So going to 3-minute. These are my first few shorts, and then on the 5-minute, when the 5-minute change got created, I entered more, and yeah, that just got stopped out. It's like here, and then my TP was here. So it got stopped out, and then it ran, and then yeah. Now, in my opinion, yeah, so the reason why I lost here was because of the draw. It wasn't significant enough. It was just a random 15-minute low that I saw and then just took. Now, I think it's possible that this was FOMO. It's possible that like I've just been it's possible I've just been impulsive and just like taken out anyway, knowing that these draws weren't significant. And the reason I say that is because in my journal pre-market, the framework was there. I wrote everything pre-market, like I'll just show you. So on the hourly we had bearish SMT. I probably want to see equilibrium be tapped into. However, this might be invalidated because we tapped into the 4-hour change in the state, and we might not have a reason to go lower since we already did that. And then I said, if we continue to hold bearish order flow, I will look for shorts, and that's what we did. We had this 15-minute for value gap. I include the volume imbalance even if the wick crosses consequent encroachment, because that's just what I've seen work. In this case, it did work, but to be fair, we didn't really be sensitive to this consequent encroachment, so I can't really like count that as a sensitivity to this 15-minute. We do have SMT at the highs, and we're holding bearish order flow. We've tapped into a change in the state, which is bearish, and the bearish for value gap, and now we look like we're heading lower. We made another change in the state, so I think we are probably heading for equilibrium. I'll keep an eye on the lower time frame, being 5:15 or that, and we did end up shifting order flow, so that's why I took the short. And we had this for value gap. Like short wise, like the model wise, it was clean. It could be better since because of this wick, but it was, in my opinion, clean. We had internal manipulation up here, and yeah, the model was clean. Now what wasn't clean was the draw on liquidity. We didn't really had a significant draw or no draw at all. So and then possible red flags is that we don't have much swing lows on the hourly, so not too clear what to target. And I knew this beforehand. I think perhaps I was just itching to take a trade, itching to take OW, and that made me take this and be blind towards this 15-minute swing low. And then I said at the end, keeping an eye on the 15-minute to see if order flow shifts bullish, and we did not. Oh, we did do that. Why was I looking for 15 minutes to shift bullish? Well, because we had this 4-hour for value gap. Also could have looked for that hour, the 5-minute, because we had this hourly for value gap. So as soon as the 5-minute presented a change in the state, I could have probably taken it along, but I think that actually didn't work out. We actually had a 5-minute change there. Did we have a model? We didn't get a model. Yeah, we didn't get a model on the 5. How about on ES? I mean after the 5-minute order flow shift, my bad. We actually did get a 5-minute order flow shift on ES. Did we get a model? We actually did. No entry though. Yeah, this would have been break even at least, and we've been targeting these all-time highs, so taking a limit order when it came back into here wouldn't make sense because we don't have any draws above. Yeah. So that was the day. I think my bias was fine. It's literally just because of the draw on liquidity that I was missing, and that caused me to lose today, in my opinion. I don't think the model like was bad or whatsoever. This 5-minute change inversion, and yeah, all I need to do, and I think is like this is my final obstacle, is just sticking to focusing on where and where isn't there bad market conditions. There could be a model anywhere, just like how there is a pattern anywhere, but the higher time frame really like tells the story, basically. Like it shows you what will happen. That's actually a good TikTok idea. A book. Oh, I might do that. Okay. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed the the double trade recap. Oh yeah, and I did risk 600 on this. I probably shouldn't have, in hindsight, obviously, but we still had these lows here, and yeah, even so, it's not significant at all. It's not PM session low. It's not anything. It's not 1 hour swing low either. And yeah. All right, peace.